The category is me, 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 me. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I am okay. Tired, dealing with folks at work, personalities, ridiculousness, attitudes, hatefulness. One minute you're nice, next minute you're just folks, people, things that you and I are gonna always have to deal with. How about that? But this is posed. Okay, let me think. What was the first thing that happened, child? The whole reign of Madonna's Vogue is over with. And, Vogue is no longer on the top of the charts. It's no longer a thing. White people done moved on to something else. They done moved on to MC Hammer and certain other things. Y'all know. So the lady who I guess is in charge of the center comes and talks to Damon and tells him that, look, white people, they will come. Okay, they visit, but they won't stay. They on to the next trend. Whatever's cute right now, whatever's hot right now. And it's so interesting when you really think about it, because people of people of the majority race, or the what's the word? The majority of a particular type of people, which is straight people, is the majority. Typically white people. They love everything that a marginalized community gives. Clearly they love the Vogue. Come from the ballroom scene, where most gay people are and trans people are of color. And it's so interesting when you really think about that. And most of the people that was learning in the Vogue class with Damon, most of them people were straight. So it's just like, it's so interesting how you love us one minute and how you can accept us, but then go back out in the real world and leave those doors, and now you back hating on us. It's like you want it, but only on your terms. You want blackness, you want the culture, you want everything that comes with it, but you just don't want black people. It's so interesting. It's so... We as people really need to... that's a deep conversation. It's like, how can... If we cool, or showing you something, or giving you something, or... whether it's or music, or whatever it is that I'm sharing with you, and we vibing and we cool, and we become friends, and still in the back of your mind you could still be racist, or you could still be homophobic, or you could still think that you're better than me. Ain't that so? Anyway, so this is how Damon makes his money. The lady was just like, look, the way that you make your money is by the head. And, it was only 3 people in there, so I'm assuming his ass made $6. So he was disappointed with the whole thing, child. Then, we got, we have, Pray Tell and Blanca. They talking about Frederica. And apparently, y'all know when they protest in front of Blanca's nail salon that Frederica gave her. Frederica said that it was condoms, child, and needles everywhere, all outside, child. Them homosexuals and them trannies was out there, and they was disturbing the peace, and they left all their AIDS parts out on the park, on the porch. Evil, evil, evil lady. And then you come there and perform and do your whole thing and show up and try to act like you cool and with the gays and stuff. But then you go and do that. Like after she performed, she literally, y'all saw last episode, after she performed, she literally went to go call her funny looking son, and they was boarding up Blanca's place, her nail salon, that quick. But the snakes, child, snakes. So we shot to a scene in the ballroom. They giving realness, women at tea, etc. I thought it was Kiki Pendarvis that was dying there, but I don't think it was her. Anyway, so pray tell, he looks out at Ricky. Ricky is a little down in the dumps. Ricky is, not feeling himself anymore like Beyonce and Nicki. He's, a little down. So Billy Porter, he was just like, look, he was like, now y'all know how white people is. Like, y'all know they here 1 minute and then they leave. Like, y'all already know the gig. I don't know why y'all so down in the dumps. Don't start that mess. And, he tried to lift them up a little bit. So, we see a scene where Damon and Ricky, they land in the house, in Blanca's house. Ricky is not an official Evangelista anymore, I don't think. But, he can still come over there and chill out. I guess he still considers Blanca his mama. And obviously, Blanca still has care about Ricky. So anyway, Damon and Ricky just sitting down up hot and sweaty and down in the dumps and watching TV. And Blanca come in there. If y'all don't get y'all lazy asses up, stinking up my home, y'all won't clean up. Y'all don't, it's just ridiculous what's going on. Go wash your arms. Go wash your ass. And they was just like, child, what is soap? What is that? What is Lysol? They didn't give a damn about nothing. So Damon ended up getting up. He was just like, look, I just lost this big opportunity. I'm no longer making money. I'm no longer bringing money in. This was my big break, and now it's all taken away from me. And then she told Ricky to get the hell up. So then we cut to Lulu. Y'all know Lulu and Candy was strippers. Child, Lulu on that floor. Lulu is drunk and high as a Kuta Brown, child. Lulu just stretched out flat on that floor. Lulu, you supposed to drop that thing up. You supposed to move that thing around. Lulu flat down on the floor, drunk as a Kuta Brown. I say, Lulu, if you don't get your ass up. Blanca had to go and see about her. Lulu's all distraught because, Candy's no longer there. And then she found out that Candy actually did a lot for the people, as, most black women do every damn thing. So, she's, kind of, and then, she's just upset and down on herself also, because of how her life ended up, turning out. She talked about how she was in accounting, she was in college, etc. And she let it all go, and, now she's a stripper, etc. So, it's just, she's just going through a tough time right now. I've definitely been there multiple times in my life. I'm kind of there right now, but that's a different video. So I definitely understand where Lulu's coming from. So Pray Tell and Blanca, they get together and they want to do a little caper. They want to spread awareness for HIV and AIDS. And the way that they want to do that is by destroying, not actually destroying, but what's the term? What's the word I'm looking for? Is it not destroying? What is the word I'm looking for? Anyway, they want to basically do this as a way to get back at Frederica for everything she's done, especially the whole needles and stuff. That's ridiculous. Anyway, they want to make a big condom to put around her whole home, and basically a way to get back at her. And so they was just like, this is going to be a way to spread awareness and also to get our names out there that you can't deny us and you can't treat us any kind of way. They was just like, girl, gone somewhere, child. Anybody got time for this, Blanca? They was just like, child, what we gonna get the material at to fill her whole house, make her whole house one big ass condom? How we gonna do that? And how we gonna pay for it? So Blanca was just like, y'all gonna figure that thing out, but y'all better be ready at this time to put that big condom on that lady house. So the kids are brainstorming after 7 is playing. Can't stop. You been thinking on me, you thinking on me. Last night I had the time of my life. Come on now. Hey, what y'all know about After 7? I love God bless one of the members of After Seven. What's his name? Melvin Edmonds, Babyface brother, and his other brother Kevon, who's also in the After Seven. But anyway, Melvin Edmonds ended up passing away, so God bless him. Legend, beautiful voice, just super talented guys, and definitely a part of my heavenly R&B childhood for sure. Bless their heart. Okay. So let me see. So Lulu, she was just like, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get this money. So Lulu, she decided to go on over there to Electra, because Electra is the one with the money. Electra got the coins. They eat real good over there at the house of Wintour, child. And I was just trying to figure out, because y'all know Electra killed that man. No, she didn't kill him. But she got that man wrapped up in her closet. And I thought that she was gonna be through with the dominatrix business once sis was a mommy. But I found out that she's still beating the hell out of men. And Lulu go to see about her. At first, Electra, I'm not going to give you money. I don't care. This has nothing to do with me, darling. And y'all know Electra. So then Lulu convinced Electra that you should give me the money, help me out, sister to sister, because, Pray Tell came for you in the last runway. And if you help me out, and it's shown that you're helping out, your fellow LGBTQIA members, then it will look good in the judge's eyes, and maybe you can show that you care and that you have a heart. She was like, that is right. Child, that damn Electra, she had on some bracelets, some cuffs, and she pulled $1,000 out. She was just like, now you're gonna have to work for the rest. Lulu needed about $2,500, I think. Child, don't you know she dressed Lulu up, child, as a damn dominatrix, and had Lulu in there whooping the hell out some white man. I say, what is going on? But I know that's right. You better earn that money, child. Hell, Lulu was sitting there laughing. It was a kiki. So pushing on the Angel and Patti. Angel and Patti just chilling, left at home. She's talking. She's very nervous, about her opportunities. Her modeling opportunities are definitely coming in. They're definitely strolling in. And, she's excited, but she's also nervous because she's trans and she don't want to be found out. So Patti's just like, baby, don't worry about that, etc. It's all going to be good. Everybody going to be calling your name. So she gets a phone call, and she just landed another magazine spread, I believe, photo shoot, whatever. And so she's all excited about that. And then she also gets invited to this party. And so they get to the party, Patti and Angel, and this is very Hollywood, child. Y'all know they be sniffing and snorting the coke. And so a photographer or a fellow model, I didn't catch who he was. But anyway, he ended up seeing Patti and Angel, ended up inviting them over, and right there on the table was just some coke. It was just like, oh, try some. It's like baby powders. Patti was just like, that ain't no baby powder, so. And Angel, she's all eager. She was like, okay, that's just what they're doing. Let's just fit in. Let's just be popular. So let's go. Patti could pull Angel off to the side. Angel convinced him that it was prescription drugs. Why would you snort prescription drugs up your nose, child? So anyway, Patti was just like, oh, okay, this is just prescription. Well, let me try this. So they both ended up snorting it, child. And they out there on the dance floor high as a kite, child. You can't even see them people, they so high. Child, they rubbing all up on each other. Then they cut to a scene where I saw some yellow cakes. It was Patti's ass that was out. And he was on top of Angel, busting her cakes to smithereens. And, she was just like, oh, I love you, etc. Oh, also, Angel said that Angel, obviously, like I've been talking about, invited Patti to the party, but she was just like, oh, only if you come as my boyfriend. Stunting and fronting for people. Child, everybody trying to root for this Angel and Patti relationship. I don't like it. And furthermore, it's not going to last because it's so, like I said on Twitter, as soon as as soon as one of those little Hollywood guys or other models get interested in Angel will drop Poppy like a bad habit. She done it before. Okay, so I mean, we're not gonna sit up here and try to act like sis ain't sketchy and ain't just trying to fit in and whatever. I like Angel, I like Poppy, but we got to be honest about some stuff. I was just like, child, what is going on? So let me see. They actually, Damon, he actually ended up catching, Angel and Poppy, doing their thing, we got something in common, doing that Whitney and Bobby Houston thing. Child, he called him and it was just like, don't tell nobody. Bye-bye. Don't tell nobody. Rest in peace to the queen. With all due respect, darling. I'm just joking. But that's what they was doing. I mean, is we gonna be honest or is we gonna lie? Okay. So they came in there and Angel was just like, what you talking about? I ain't doing nothing. I ain't did nothing. But Damon was just like, child, I see the white stuff hanging out your mouth. What you hanging out your nose, child? I ain't seen nothing. I ain't did nothing. What you talking about? You ain't seen nothing. Child, Angel ended up throwing the drugs, out the window, like they didn't have more in their cabinets and in their drawers and up under the bed and the pillows, child. They done got hooked that damn quick on the drugs. So then, let me see. Angel had a scene with Miss Ford. She was at the photo shoot. Angel looked a mess. Angel was high as a kite. Angel looked like she'd been dumpster diving, darlings. I was like, Lord, her hair all over her head. Y'all, them white people can't comb your nigga hair. Angel, like, what is going on? All them kicks and curls, they gonna have issues getting that bird's nest together, sis. Child, please, they ain't have all these fancy flat irons and all these tools and all these people of different races that know how to do ethnic hair. Girl, you got to do your own hair. You got to dig all them cigarettes and coke and brushes and tree limbs and everything out your head when you ducked in them damn trees before Blanca could see you and Poppy snoring up. You got to do your own hair at the photo shoot. Miss Ford was just like, Angel, this is not you. And I'm so disappointed in you. I'm so shocked that you are ruining yourself right now. She was just like, I've seen so many girls lose opportunities, and you are one step from having everything that you ever dreamed of. Do you want to mess it up? Angel was high as a kite, but Angel was not high enough to say that wasn't what she wanted. So she was just like, yeah, and hopefully Angel straightened up. Hopefully this is our first time and last time, and Poppy snorting that stuff. So let's see. So we get to the hotel scene where everybody's there. I mean, we got the House of Ferocity, which is just the mother, Lulu. And we had Electra there. We had Praytel, Blanca, Damon, Ricky, Nurse Judy, Sandra Bernhardt, and who else we had there? I think that was it. Everybody that was going to participate in the embarrassment of Frederica Norman. So, the boys stay in one room. Praytel, Damon, Ricky, Electra, she's grand, and she wants the suite. And I'm just like, girl, where you at? You at some Roach Motel? What suite? Electra, this fantasy world Electra lives in, I tell you. It's interesting because they definitely show glimpses of Electra being a normal person and being a good person, but then she just start that foolishness again. It's just like, girl, here we go. It's like, they want to show soft sides of they're showing soft sides of Electra, but it don't last long. Which is gonna go back to the whole dark skinned characters and how they're treated or portrayed versus light skinned characters. We're gonna get on that later. But so you wouldn't think that it was that deep, but it actually is, because it happens all the time. Like on pretty much every show. And every fake show, make believe show, etc. Like, come on. So Pray Tell is in there talking to Ricky because Damon went to go get Ricky a cot because he did not want to sleep in the same bed as Ricky. You know, he's still mad about Ricky cheating. I understand, but I mean, let it go. If you say you forgive a hoe, why keep bringing it up? You ain't forgive me. But I do get it. Ricky he's a hooker mixed with a whore. He is cute as a button. So anyway, you know, Ricky and Pray Tell, they're talking, and Pray Tell is kind of you know, schooling Ricky on some things. Just like, yeah, this is how I stay so young. Ricky saying that Pray Tell looks so good. He was kind of low key flirting with Pray Tell. I was just like, Ricky, you are a pervert, darling. So anyway, Ricky ended up telling Pray Tell that Chris, the guy he was messing around with on Damon, that he just tested positive for HIV. And then Pray Tell was just like, well, you told me y'all didn't have sex. Ricky was just like, he just gave me fellatio. And said that, you know, oh, he's a hungry bottom and all this kind of stuff. Pray Tell said, stop bottom shaming. Amen. Stop bottom shaming in 2019. You can't have a top without a bottom. Somebody got to do it. So anyway, so you know, he's nervous and scared, and then Damon comes in, and then they end up going to sleep. So we get to the next day. They're actually at Frederica's home, and they pull out all the stop shot. Everybody's working except Elektra, of course. She's telling everybody what to do. Move this, fix this, push that back, push that up. You know, Elektra. So, you know, all of a sudden this white lady comes in, Frederica's neighbor. Elektra, she goes over to try to butter her up. She was just like, oh, Frederica talks about you all the time. She says that she loves you and you're the best neighbor ever. The lady was just like, I know that's a goddamn lie because I don't like her, she don't like me, and she's hateful and she's awful. And the lady was just like, I'm telling the police. Sis, what's her name? Elektra, she was just like, child, go take that ugly dog and take that horrible robe off, and you can call the police, child, you tired ass hag. Elektra read that lady, and I fell out laughing. She said, go ahead, yellow bread. I was just falling out. So they ended up actually putting the condom on the house, and it looked great. It looked really great. I was like, come on now. Okay, so of course they all celebrated Blanca's house. When I wake up in the morning, Lord, Bill Weathers started playing. Speed, a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. I was like, okay. So, you know, Lulu tells Blanca that she is gonna enroll back in school, so good for her. Let me see. There was a scene with Ricky. Pray Tell convinced Ricky to go to the doctor and get checked. So he ended up going to the doctor. You know, they're having a conversation outside the, you know, doctor's office. You know, and he says that he misses Damon. Damon is always here with him, and Pray Tell grabbed his hand, and then Ricky was trying to flirt with him, but I think he was playing. I don't know. Y'all know Ricky. So anyway, Ricky gets up, and you know, he's called back to for them to read out his test results, and the lady just straight up told him, she was a beautiful dark skinned lady. She ended up telling him, so you've been tested for positive. You positive HIV. You know, and you know, even when she read it out, she said gay male, and I guess he had to put all his sexual partners, etc. Just no compassion, no empathy, just nothing. At least pretend, you know. And she was just like, well, you know, here's the steps that you need to take from here on out. He was like, wait, what you mean I'm HIV positive? She was like, you HIV positive? Haven't you had a bunch of sexual partners? I mean, basically saying you gay, right? And you promiscuous, right? So of course you would have it. That's basically what she was saying. And you know, going back to what I was going to talk about, like I said, the lady was dark skinned. And earlier in the season, actually in the first episode, when Pray Tell and Blanca went to go check out the bodies of one particular body of Pray Tell's friend, there was a dark skinned lady there, and she was kind of hateful. And it's just this whole narrative that not just this show, but a lot of shows have, that the black woman, in particular the dark skinned black woman, has to be aggressive, has to be mean, has to be rough, has to be tough. You know, have to be belligerent. Just this whole thing, and we see it. You know, like as much as we love Elektra, we see it even with Elektra's character. And then, you know, the only person who they show in multiple lights, good and bad, I feel like is Pray Tell, and it's just because he's pretty much the star of the show, one of the big stars of the show. And who else? Helena, the Damon's dance instructor, is really the only true positive dark skinned woman that's shown. And you know, she's a beautiful light. She's strong, she's confident, she's smart, she's talented. You know, she scolds you when she needs to. You know, like a true, well-rounded character in person. She's the only person that gives us that. Everybody else gives us attitude and meanness. I mean, look at Candy. Look at Candy's character, child. So it's just like, you know, it's so exhausting. But, you know, that's my only issue with the show. My only issue. So, you know, it kind of tore me up knowing that Ricky, even though we all expected Ricky to have HIV because he is a little out there. Actually, when they first got tested in season 1, we was expecting Ricky to have HIV then, but he did not. And you know, as we know, a lot of times they don't show up until, you know, months later. But poor Ricky, and I don't know if this means Damon got it too. I'm assuming not. But, I mean, we'll see, child. And if that's the case, then that's the whole damn cast. So, it's just like, you know, Damon, Ricky was just crying in Pray Tell arms. And, of course, you know, Pray Tell has it as well. So, it's tough. Definitely tough to see and ultimately see how a lot of them are going to go out, you know. Very sad. What else happened? I think that's it, y'all. It was a really good episode overall. It was a good episode. Some funny moments, etc. It was a cute episode. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at Iskinsworld on Instagram and Twitter. At Iskinsworld89 on Snapchat. Chasing on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. Run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.